Hello, everyone, and thanks for listening. These stories get weirder and weirder by the week. And I've been seeing these stories pop up every now and then, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe it'll stop. I thought it was going to stop way back when the woman that they showed licking ice cream out of a Walmart, ice cream, bucket. It was out of Walmart. I thought that when the media showed that they were going to investigate and they were going to prosecute the woman, and that she could get up to 20 years in prison for licking the ice cream, that nobody else was going to do anything else. It wasn't going to get any bad, or it wasn't going to get any worse than it had already been. Licking ice cream that's not yours, you haven't paid for it, and then putting it back into the freezer, where people go in there and they shop and they buy ice cream thinking that it's safe to buy it, it's clean, you know, that's just sick. That's my opinion. So you're gonna hear my opinion, but that's just it gets worse. Woman caught on tape peeing into ice cream bucket, spitting on ice cream, police say. And it just doesn't stop. It just seems like these people are looking for attention, but all in the wrong ways. And I don't know if they're being paid to do this. It's what it's looking like, that it's some kind of stupid challenge and they're being paid to do this. But let's get into this article, if you will. Lifestyle woman caught on tape peeing into ice cream bucket. Now, I don't believe it shows it here because it's so disgusting. Says that she spit on the ice cream, the police say. So this is Adriana Rodriguez out of USA Today. A Florida woman was arrested after police say that she spit in the ice cream and picked her nose. It's even worse than the title. She picked her nose and then touched it and urinated in the bucket and used to churn the ice cream. Oh wow. Forcing the shop to close for days. We don't know how many buckets of ice cream people have been doing this to, but and other products. Because I'm also, I don't know if you've seen, there was somebody that went into a store of a CVS and they took mouthwash, they gargled it and then spit it back in the mouthwash bottle. And now usually some of these things come like they'll have like a protective packaging so that people can't open it up and use it. And so they're gonna have to lock things up and put more protective plastic on it so people can't get into these things, because if it's been open, you don't want to use it. If the seal is broken, they have things where they put a seal on it. So if you see it's been open, you don't buy it. And I've been seeing some ice cream like that. But however, there's ice cream where you can just open the top and look at it. And so this is what's been going on. So it says that the woman was arrested after police say that she spit in the ice cream, picked her nose and touched it, and urinated in the bucket and used to churn the ice cream, forcing the shop to close for days. So St. Petersburg resident Jung Soon Wapacha, I may not even be pronounced, I might have desecrated this person's name, so sorry for that, 66 years of age, was charged, that's this person who did this act, with a criminal mischief and tampering with customer products Monday after selling about $2,000 worth of ice cream in Lulu's ice cream shop in Indiana Shores, Florida. Oh, wow. So I hate to be the one to say that, but Florida, I'm not surprised, really, because so many crazy stories come from out of there. It's not even funny. But according to the arrest affidavit sent to the USA Today by the Pinellas County Sheriff Office, Whip, Whipshaw was caught on video after authorities reviewed the store's surveillance tapes. which showed her tainting the store's merchandise on several different occasions. So this has happened more than once. Gross. So this person, it's not a one-time deal. They have been in the store and they've been doing this on the regular. So the affidavit said that there were 5 incidences that Whipcha using the bathroom that her business shared with the ice cream shop, with the door wide open and putting her hands in the containers of ice cream without washing her hands. It also said she was picking her nose before putting her hands in the ice cream and spitting into the containers after opening the freezer. And then on June, now these are some similar incidences. Blue Bell Ice Cream said Texas police believe they have found ice cream liquor from the viral video. Another ice cream liquor, second person accused of licking Blue Bell ice cream at the store. Those are similar stories. So going on with this story, on June 22nd, the affidavit said that she was seen urinating into buckets, the bucket used to churn the ice cream. Oh gosh. And then emptying the bucket into a rinsing sink used to wash ice cream utensils. And the ice cream shop was forced to destroy all of the ice cream and close for about 5 days for the public safety. So I guess that she wasn't licking, well, she wasn't liking that they were getting popular. The owner, Paul Shuley told Tampa Bay Times, Whipcha she bonded out of jail. And I guess that's out of WFTS TV in Tampa reported. So she bonded out. So the person's out of jail. They're, I guess it was looked at as a mischief, incident. What was it? It was says that it was criminal mischief. That's what it's been referred to as. Haven't you seen lately these people are licking ice cream? They go into a store and they lick ice cream and then they put the top back on and put it back in the store refrigerators. It makes you not want to buy any of that stuff. And now you want to be suspicious about what products you get. If there's a seal on it, is it covered in plastic? Does it smell funny? Now you want to open stuff up. Does it have a funny rancid smell to it? Does it smell like, an alleyway? Like people have been, going to the bathroom in it. Does it look kind of funny? And do you see things that look unusual around it? Look like it had been popped open? And then who would do this? I don't know if you all seen this, but someone actually took mouthwash in a CVS, gurgled it in their mouth, and then spit the mouthwash the back into the mouthwash bottle. And then anybody that looked at the video, they basically cussed at him and said, "Oh, you bees would take a hint from this." I don't know if anybody saw that video. That was disgusting. That video is all over YouTube. And I don't know if these people if they're doing it on a dare or a challenge. They get paid, or they want to be popular and they want to be all over social media, because when they do shocking things like that, it goes viral. And so this is so disgusting. I mean, you can't get any nastier. Let's not say that, because then we'll see something even gross than this, which I'm sure it's coming. But with that being said, what do you feel about the safety of these foods in the stores, the grocery stores? They're left, and I know this is going to seem hard to take, but I don't know. Now, this is way, 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 way long ago. There was a guy, he went into the store, and some grocery stores will have a salad bar, they'll have a hot bar where you can get soup. And the label, the spoon that you spoon the soup Anybody from the public can come off the street and they can go in there, and that's exactly what this guy did. He went in to a store and put the very spoon that everybody has to spoon the soup out of if they want to buy the soup pot. He put the spoon in his mouth and tested the soup and then put it back in there. It's like now it makes you like think, is it safe to eat any of this stuff now? And now they've gone to licking ice cream and putting mouthwash in their mouth and then spitting it back in the bottle and putting the ice cream back in the refrigerators in the grocery store. It's not even safe now. And so I don't know. They're gonna have to they've been a little bit too relaxed, I guess, and trusting of people. And they always have security guards in the front, but are they watching to see what people are doing when they're going down these aisles to see if they're tampering with these foods? I don't know if they ever caught this person, but I was almost afraid to say this, but I'm just going to say it. Since they've gone to peeing in ice cream buckets and peeing on things and urinating and spitting on things and licking things, there was a time, now this was when I was a lot younger, where people were afraid to use Tylenol. Not because it already it has, its dangers in and of itself, but somebody was opening up the, like I guess back then it wasn't CVS, it was like Thrifty. We called it Thrifty. It was just like CVS or Rite Aid. It's Thrifty. And that's the reason why they have the tamper seals on medicine bottles, because someone was going in the medicine bottles and putting poison in there, and it was killing people. And it was Tylenol. They were specifically picking Tylenol, and they were doing that. They were putting like some dangerous poison in there. And ever since they had numbers of people that were dying from the Tylenol, they started putting protective seals and protective, closures on the medicine bottles. That's why a lot of that is there now, because it was very similar, but only this is just extremely gross. This was life threatening back then. And I believe it was happening in the early part of the 80s. And I don't know if they ever caught the person that did that, but it raised quite a stir, and people were afraid to get any. They would just wait, go to their doctor, and get medicine because you felt it was safer to get it from your medical physician, your primary care physician, because it's coming from them, or you go to the hospital pharmacy rather than these commercialized pharmacies, these ones that you felt like, oh, if they tell you to get this stuff over the counter, you didn't want to get that. You wanted it prescribed because you're afraid that if you go and get stuff over the counter, that you might be poisoned and you might die. And so we don't know what people have in their saliva. We don't know what they have in their urine. And those are liquid bodily fluids coming from people who could have TB. They could have major flu, measles, anything, whatever, something. Some of the diseases are passed through your urine, through your saliva, and through, whatever else, blood. It's just disgusting. But now it raises a lot of questions. How safe is it to go shop in these stores? And so I think this is gaining attention, but not in the ways the people thought it would. It's just raising suspicion and fear, which is actually very valid, because there's so much going on with, some of these diseases, hepatitis and things like that. And so think about it, like they have all this stuff out in the open and it looks like it's safe, but maybe they need to have, beef up security in the stores. And then the companies might have to shell out a little more money to put protective packaging on some of these things that you would think that, you don't have to worry. It's safe to eat, safe to ingest, take, drink, gargle your mouth with mouthwash. And now you got to look at the mouthwash bottles to see that nobody didn't open it up and spit back in there because you got some joker going around taking the mouthwash and gargling it and spitting it back in the bottles. How disgusting can you get? But should we even go there? I'm sure it can get worse than this. With that being said, thanks for listening.